What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the story of two elite athletes that are both from the same household. Well, yes, it's because they're brothers. This is the story of Jalil and Amir Harris, two brothers from Texas, born into a family with some pretty great genetics because mom ran track back in the day. Pops played every sport he could under the sun. So these are two kids that got just an elite gene pool coming up. And right now we're on board with Jalill Harris, the older brother who decided to pursue baseball as his long go-to sport. And this is his senior year. He's trying to bring home that state championship for the school and all that. Whole time his little brother Amir's watching, working on his craft, doing his thing, but watching his older brother who he looks up to so much, try to bring it home for the fellas, man. And right now, yeah, he's going to Central High playing baseball, like highly recruited coming out of high school. So college scouts are at every game, checking him out, seeing when he get done. Right here, tie game, bottom of the first, smokes a ball into the gap. Ground rule double, has him on second and third. Pitcher for East. First actually takes the lead, steals. Once this ball goes into the dirt, he takes off. Boom. So avoids the potential double play. And we got guys on second and third, bottom of the first, trying to take a run lead here early. Hits one. Yeah, he actually grounds out, but it's enough to score us, and we take a 2-0 lead here over them boys from Eastern. A little bit later, bottom of the second, Jalil's back up to bat. Three here, so the squad is scoring runs. Takes a pitch, good pitch on the inside by Richie Winston. Absolute dot out of the kid. We got a man on second though. Would love to score that run, extend the lead here, and he gives us one. Gets down just in front of the right fielder, and that's going to be enough to score the guy from second. And 5-1 lead to continue in the senior campaign here for Jalil. Everybody's loving it. We got bases loaded here. Same inning. This pitch, they had to get Richie off the mound, and they got a different guy. Bases loaded, and he almost hit into a double play, but thankfully they catch an error. So the run does come across for us here. 8-2, bottom of the third. We're kind of cooking this team at this point. Fouls one off. It's a little bit behind it, but looking to continue to run it up against these boys. Like I said, we got to impress the scouts. We're trying to get these scholarships. Absolutely. Smokes one to left field. He just gets over the left fielder's glove. Thought he was going to catch it for a minute there. And then there's Jalil's first home run of the season here, game two. That is huge, huge to extend our lead here to 8-2. Crowd is turn, the school's turn. Everybody's excited for the kid. The scouts are impressed. And yeah, Eastern is not having a good day today. And right now, Jalil is projected between the second and eighth round. So stock is rising because before I think he was projected to like or something like that. So stock is rising here as we hop into our next game versus Northeast. 0-0. Guy on the second for us. Those smokes one gets over the center fielder. He misplays it off the wall. That is going to be an RBI double for Jalil. Continues his hot hitting after the home run from last game. So the kid's feeling it right now. He's seeing it. We jumped late into the game after what looks like a home run derby because now Central's up 11-10 in the bottom of the sixth. Trying to put an insurance run down for the fellas. Smokes a ball out the right, and it gets over the fence. And it looked like that one was going to get called too. But Jalil Harris extends the fellas' lead. We're now up 13-10. That was massive because that was a close game out of nowhere. And yeah, we're cooking. Scouts are loving what they're seeing from the boy. He's having a great senior year right now. Can't lie. 13-10 after that one. Then we get here, nice little double. Yeah, a nice little RB. It was a two RBI single out of the kid. We're down one here until our teammates stand to pray or type. Don't know how you say his last name, but my man absolutely smokes a ball to left, giving us the lead 354 to left. putting us up to massive swing out of the boy. Squad's turn. The fellas are buzzing. Yes, sir. We're loving it. Shout out to Stan. Be the first time an NPC teammate has made a big play, especially in the high school range. It's like usually never happens, but here we are down one, bottom of the seventh. Ball gets put in the air to right. Don't think it's going to get out, and we are actually going to end up losing this game after Stan's big swing. Fellas couldn't keep momentum going, and the pitching staff couldn't keep the lead. So we lose by one here, but we do get some offers from Cal State Fullerton. So we got the college offers rolling in. Great program out there. Clemson, we got the Tigers looking to recruit the boy. Great exposure, common contact, 5-star skill development. And we got Virginia, Go Caps, another 5-star skill development school. Power package, okay. And we got the Fresno State Bulldogs, 5-star development as well. All right. And then projected second to eighth, we got some colleges, decent amount of colleges definitely interested in the boy. And this is our agent hitting us up, letting us know that we have received an invitation to the draft combine, which we will participate in. Even though we do plan on going to college anyway, I should at least flex your talent. Let them know that you really got it like that, just in case they wanted to know. And this is the combine out at Chase Field down in Arizona. Went down there, participated. Try to boost our draft stock a little bit, just in case you decide to actually just go straight to the league. But I'm pretty sure Jalill's pretty set on going to college. But doesn't hurt. Always any extra eyes, extra looks. None of that hurts. All help, honestly. So absolutely love that. And we hear from our agent after the draft combine. And now she's hearing that we'll be drafted in the first 4 rounds. So they did like what they saw from us at the combine. But this was to let her know that we will be opting to go to college next year. That's just what's always wanted to do, try to compete for a college World Series before we go out and step into the majors. So I know have to let her know to tell those franchises to holler at us next year because we're going to college, baby. And as you can see, he chose the Longhorns. This household, big Longhorns people. Like I said, they're from Texas. Dad was a Longhorn, so they grew up Longhorn fans. So this is kind of the dream come true for the boys, both looking to potentially play for the University of Texas. Look 'em horns, absolutely. And here we are, junior year at the University of Texas for that boy Jalill Harris. First game against Vandy. Pretty much only real thing that happened in this game. Teammate smokes a ball to the outfield, scores us in. I'm pretty sure we win like 2-0, 2-1. Nothing really too much to show from the first outing for the kid. A little slow start, but then we get up into this game here against TCU, in-state game. Um, Bottom of the first, two guys on, smokes a ball down the middle into the gap. That is going to score both guys 2-run double to start us off here. Much better game already than we had against Vandy. So bat's starting to heat up. You're starting to see it a little bit. Looking good. Squad is fired up on the sidelines. We love to see that. The boys are buzzing. And that was pretty much all the offense from the entire game because it is now 3-2 in the top of the ninth. We need one more out to get up out of here. And he's going to ground out to our first baseman, who bobbles it for a little bit, recovers though. And we get out of here with a tight dub against TCU. 2 of the 3 runs coming in off of Jalill Harris's bat. But, hey, got to take him where you can get him sometimes. That's baseball. But a win is a win nonetheless. We will take that. Hopping in against Vandy again, and they are absolutely smoking us here in the bottom of the third. 2 guys on those 0-2 count. Amir turns on this ball, puts it into the gap once again. Deja vu from the last game. Another 2-run double. It's just a 2-run double. And that's just what we're gonna do here. But hey, it's all good. So we work on to get a little bit more pop. We'll take those. Those are quality hits. And then 5-8 here. Teammate squeaks one through the infield. Third base coach tried to hold us up, but we said, hell no, brother. I am scoring here. And that is 10 unanswered from the Longhorns after being down 5-0. But then we give up four straight. Bases are loaded here, but thank God we get Camille Schroeder to pop up and end the game. We walk out of here with a tight one. And that's going to be all she wrote um, for the, at least, yeah, I think for the regular season, I believe. And yeah, we hop here into the College World Series finals matching up against Florida State. And this is it. This is what Jalill Harris has been waiting on, trying to bring one back to Texas. And we got to get through the Seminoles. And this game was legitimately a pitcher duel from end to end. Top of the 12, still 0-0. Chance for Jalill here, but gets on top of it. Is going to ground out. So we get nothing there. And then we jump forward here to, I think, the bottom of the 13th. Yeah. And they have the bases loaded and only one out. So pretty much any form of hit or deep enough ball is going to end the game. And that's going to be it right there. He gets that ball far enough into the outfield. And that is going to bring home a dub for the Seminoles. Unfortunately, the Longhorns fall behind 1-0 in the series after some of the most dreadful baseball possible. But here we go, game two. Longhorns are going to bounce back, down one here, and Amir Jalill smokes one into the gap. Another, what is that, 2-run double? Like I said, that's just his thing at this point. Just a 2-run double kind of guy. That's what he's doing. Gives his team the lead here in the bounce back game. Huge. Down once again. 11-10, bottom of the 11th. One more out, and it's all over. And the Seminoles are national champions. Two guys on for Jalill. Chance to be a hero. Lets one go by him. Good take. 1-0, 1-0 count here. One good swing at a bat to potentially walk this off. And he gets under it, right under it. Good swing. Going back to the track. Not enough pop. That is how the season ends, unfortunately. Crazy loss, but Seminoles, man, they were battling hard the whole time. And they were the better team. Happens. Happens. But projected first round for that boy Jalill. And then we hop into Little Bros road to glory here. That boy Amir Harris, younger brother to Jalill Harris. Football player, though. Wide receiver. Probably actually the best natural athlete in the family. Jalill won't hear that, though, because, he's big bro, so he's not trying to hear that his little brother is probably a better athlete than him. It's all good. But yeah, that boy Amir Harris out here, senior season, looking to get those scholarships. Not the biggest guy, not the tallest guy, but you know what he got? Speed. Absolutely burns this DB down the sidelines. That boy, what they say, if he's even, he's leaving. Yeah, that boy is fast. Mm. So here we go, right here. And 7 comeback route. Quarterback doesn't throw it. It is what it is. Fourth down. We don't get it, but scouts liked what they saw from the kid in that game. So that's really all that matters. We're just out here trying to please the scouts' offers. We're trying to win. We got some offers coming in. Though we got UNLV sending them in, Utah State, UTEP so far to start off. Number 2 ranked guy in the nation. UAB also Western Michigan, FIU. So we got some guys showing interest. Number 2 at his position in the nation. Number 11 overall. Hopped in game 2. They leave a little crease wide open. And what I say right here, boop, little cut to the left. And when you see the speed, if they didn't have this angle, this is a touchdown. I mean, like I said, the kid can fly. So, like I said, these brothers have legitimately sensational, just genetically gifted when it comes to athleticism. That's just what they do. All the technical work they put in on their craft over the years with their dad honing the skills. That's just that's putting the work. But God given natural speed, little bro Amir might be the one in the family. But here we go. Pretty tight game right here. Ball across the middle, and there it is again. If you're not there when he catches it, little showboating at the end. If you're not there when he catches it, he's gone. There's just nothing they can do about it. Like he's already ready to be playing D1 ball, and these high school kids don't stand a chance. Once again, splits the gap. Bad angle from that safety on the left. Honestly, puts his team up 2 touchdowns here, putting on a show. Honestly, they press manned him for some reason with no safety over the top, and it was curtains. Like there's just no way you could ever run press man with no help over the top against this kid. And he puts on an absolute show here in week 2. Scouts are loving it. Fans are loving it. Then we got more offers rolling in. Baylor, BYU. We got Cal, Indiana. Shout out to Hoosiers, SMU, TCU, A&M, Texas Tech. Pretty much every Texas school right there. All those smaller ones at least. And then we get hit up by LSU head coach because telling Amir that they are very, very interested in bringing them down to Baton Rouge to potentially be a Tiger. And you know, we had to think about it because we're big Texas guys, But LSU great school. But then the homie hits Amir up about going to homecoming. He said, "Hey, go just ask a classmate," and he tried a real vintage move on the classmate and decided to show up outside the house with a boombox and a sign. And they weren't really feeling that, and they got to the point where it got out on social media. And Texas Tech lowered their offer to Amir Harris because of his L Riz, apparently, which is kind of crazy. I'm like, shouldn't you only care about football? But they was like, nah, you got to have Riz to play for us. So yeah, happens, man. He took a shot in the dark there. It's all good. Back on that field, none of that matters. Got 2 guys trying to guard him. Routes him out their shoes. You already know what's happening. Gone. Sidelines for 6. After the person that didn't want to go to homecoming dance with him sees that touchdown, how's she gonna feel now? Tie game here, coming across the back line of the end zone, right into the pocket. Middle linebacker kind of got caught sleeping a little bit. And, take the lead. Tie game here. This team wouldn't go away. But once again, I think they're in man coverage. For some reason, that safety started going to the middle of the field and just left that whole zone wide open. I'm pretty sure that was like at least covered too. And he just was covering no one. More scholarships rolling in some bigger schools now. OSU, Ole Miss, Florida, South Carolina, Texas, USC. Here we go. That Texas offer came in, and Stark himself hits us up about coming too. And like I said, this family, big Longhorns people. Jalill, Texas baseball legend, and Amir, pretty excited to potentially go to the school that his pop and older brother went to. So Coach Sark hitting him up has him juiced up. He knows he's got to go crazy in these next couple games. Hopping out here early, second half, throws it. QB just let one fly, and Amir actually runs right under it. Hey, he said, "Fuck it, he down there somewhere," and that's all you need to do with a kid this fast. It's actually insane. So that fit, he's down there somewhere. Up once again, beats his man off the press, a little quick slant for about 15. Just good work out of the kid. He's just doing good work. Once again, no safety help over the top. Didn't even press him. Honestly, this ball is an underthrown at 6, but did get underthrown a little bit, but it's all good. We still get the big play going downfield. Down 3 here, little whip route, but doesn't throw it. And then he cuts it upfield. DB never turns his head and actually gets head tapped by Amir Harris, who wasn't really a jump ball guy. Said he's a speed guy, but he's also just a playmaker. As you'll see right here, good coverage because we need to score. It's only 3 seconds left and we're down to 6. So, if they're forcing it to somebody, they're forcing it to the kid. You already know. Right here, breaks, sees that he has a seam between the safety. He calls for it. QB actually throws a dot, and we get a walk-off touchdown his senior year to end the season phenomenally. Now we're hopping back out here with Big Bro, who came back to Texas for his senior year because of how junior year tragically ended in that loss to Florida State in the World Series, the College World Series championship. So here we are. back playing against Michigan. We'll single up the middle to start a game off. Feeling good. We're feeling good. Like I said, last season, this is it or nothing. So hey, even if it doesn't work out this year, we got to go anyway. But smokes one to right, and it just gets out 369. The kid's looking like he's got a little more pop this year. Last year, that might only been the warning track, but there we go. 2 run home run for that boy Jalill Harris. He's feeling good, living better. Got a little bro in the family and attendance cheering him on. As little bro was also here on a visit, because like I said, Sark did hit him up. So Texas does want Amir to play wide receiver here. We hop into our next game though. Cal State Fullerton down two. I mean up two. It couldn't get there, and just throws the ball away. And they made the bonehead decision to try to go home, and this guy gets thrown. So the chance to go up for them is gone, but it didn't matter anyway because they taking the lead, top of the ninth here. One will count, 2 guys on. Jalill needs a big swing, and he delivers as per usual. Scores the tying run, and now him and actually teammates going to ground third and head for it, and he puts the Longhorns up one. Another big swing in the career of Jalill Harris, and here we are, last out, up one, and it gets away from this guy. Quick reaction out of Jalill, so we get an insurance run off of the error from Cal State, and we needed that one bad. That was massive to extend that lead here in the ninth. And here we are. They have 2 men on 0-1 count, and he puts one in the air, but it is not going to go anywhere, and that is going to be the ball game. Huge back half of that game for that boy Jalill Harris with the 2 run double, and then steals home on the wild pitch to pretty much score the last 3 runs for the Longhorns. But here we are once again playing against UNC in the College World Series, and we take a unfortunate loss here. Pretty bad game from Jalill. No real highlights here. 21 hits for the Longhorns and couldn't convert them. But game two, like I said, we got to go get it. Bases loaded here. No outs for the boy Jalill. Puts a good swing into a ball. That is going to score 2 for sure. Hard hit single up the gut. And that is going to tie the ball game. Runners on the corners now for the Longhorns try to build on this lead. But we find ourselves down once again, and up to our teammate to try to make a play, but he's going to put it on the ground, and that's going to be the ball game. And unfortunately, Jalill Harris's wishes to win a College World Series will not be coming true. But fortunately enough for him, he is still one of the top potential draft picks coming out of this class. So we'll see what happens with the brothers going forward. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.